Coming from HuffPost, Trump administration says there's no plan to shell out $400 million for armored Teslas. Okay. Are we starting to thwart the Musk coup so that we can go full steam ahead with the Trump coup? Potential government plans to spend hundreds of millions of dollars on one of Elon Musk's companies may have stalled out after a news outlet discovered a tiny piece of information buried in the White House document. On Wednesday, DropSite News found a curious detail in a public procurement forecast for 2025 from President Donald Trump's State Department. The spreadsheet included a line item which seemed to signal the possibility of offering Tesla, Musk's auto company, $400 million contract for a fleet of armored vehicles. But once word of the potential 9-figure contract began circulating, the forecast was edited to omit the word Tesla in lieu of a more vague description that reads armed electric vehicles. But we're supposed to be weeding out fraud and unnecessary payments and all this other stuff, right? Right? Okay. That's the story, though. On Thursday, however, the State Department told the New York Times it had completely parked plans to solicit bids for any armored electric cars. Nothing about this administration, nothing about Musk screams plans. They say things. They want to put them in motion, but there's no plan on how to do it. And there's obviously no plan to cover up what they're doing either. That they have no narrative to run by. Attempting to navigate itself away from any appearance of impropriety, it said the idea stemmed from Joe Biden administration and their intention to explore interest from private companies to produce armored electric vehicles. Now, when you're out in war, where are you going to recharge these at? The solicitation is on hold, and there are no current plans to issue it, the State Department told the Times in a statement. You could just give him the check. You could tell us it's for anything. You could tell us it's for condoms. Since y'all like condom stories that make no sense and aren't true. Go ahead. Tell us you paid him $400 million for condoms, as he's a special White House employee. While the direct reference to Tesla in the document and its conspicuous removal certainly raised eyebrows, the State Department has spent billions with Musk's companies during both Republican and Democratic regimes. I don't know why. He puts out a shitty product. And the State Department's claim it was Biden's idea to push for more EVs would make sense, given how steering away from fossil fuels was a key part of his environmental agenda. Tech outlet Gizmodo also pointed out how Tesla just may have been a sloppy shorthand for any type of electric car, and how the spreadsheet is not an official budget, but only a rough spending outline that's part of a legally required planning process. Who gives a fuck about what's legally required at this point? Because they're not looking at any budgets. It wasn't shorthand for shit, okay? This is not a Vaseline or a Q-tip moment. Not when you have a megalomaniac oligarch running rampant and nobody can stop him. And the Department of Justice has put people on notice saying, hey, if you impede him in any way, we'll prosecute you. So that's not what we're going to do. You don't have to fear this administration. They're only as powerful as we allow them to be. So stand up while you still can. The site also noted that the intention may have been to put armor on vehicles the department already owns, meaning the work in question would not have been done by Tesla. Musk, who is currently behind the wheel of an aggressive cost-cutting effort by the Department of Government Efficiency, was quick to rebuff any suggestion of corruption after MSNBC reported on the matter on Wednesday. First of all, we know how ego-driven and how jealous Musk can be. Do you really think he would allow another company to win that contract, especially with his hands all up in everybody's computer systems? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Accusing reporter Rachel Maddow of spreading misinformation in a post on X, the tech billionaire asked, "Hey, A. Maddow, why the lie?" No, Musk, ask yourself why the lie. And ask yourself why you think that you could be a part of government and run it through your social media. Oh, because Trump doesn't. That's why. Because Trump doesn't. While the State Department claims it is no longer looking to spend money on armored electric vehicles of any sort, the initial budget forecast further fueled concerns that Musk has been using the Oval Office influence to enrich himself. Yes, what he's been doing. The SpaceX CEO, who maneuvered his way into Trump's inner circle, he bought his way into there by spending more than $250 million on his election campaign and buying votes and access and voter registration information by putting people into a raffle. That's what he did. Let's just call it what it is. But as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments.